Boris Johnson has been tipped to secure a free trade agreement (FTA) before December 31 by Vote Leave insider and former Labour MP Gisela Stuart in an exclusive interview with Express. Britain and the EU restarted talks over their future relationship yesterday, with time running out for the two sides to reach an agreement after a 6-week interruption caused by coronavirus. Officials met by video conference and have a full week of discussions ahead of them, their first since the inaugural round in Brussels at the beginning of March. Shortly after that meeting, the EU's chief Brexit negotiator Michel Barnier and his British counterpart David Frost were forced into isolation after showing symptoms of the novel coronavirus. They have resumed talks as the UK's opposition to extending the deadline hardens, and officials say they have made little progress beyond identifying. After leaving the EU on January 31, the UK has until the end of the transition period on December 31 to settle its future relationship with the bloc in key areas such as trade, security and aviation cooperation. Until the end of June, either side can ask for the transition period to be extended by up to 2 years, subject to the other's consent. The Scottish Government and UK businesses, fearful of the economic disruption of Brexit and the coronavirus combined, have called for extra time. However, Downing Street remains adamant that it will not be seeking an extension. A source close to the Prime Minister's chief advisor Dominic Cummings told The Times on Saturday that there is already a view in Number 10 that the UK is heading for no deal. According to former Labour MP and Vote Leave chair Gisela Stuart, though, the two sides are actually more likely to strike a deal because of the uncertainty. She told Express, "Uncertainty applies to all sides. I think it is part of recovery, it means that we all operate under rules that we both acknowledge and know. Whatever happens on one side, it is also happening to the other. I would have thought that it should be on both sides' interest right now to agree on a set of rules. It is part of recovery." Ms. Stewart also explained why Mr. Frost appears to have exactly what it takes to deliver a successful Brexit before December 31. Referring to a lecture the special advisor made at Brussels ULB University in February, the prominent Brexiteer said, "He took quite a courageous step for someone who spent his life as a civil servant. He stepped out and gave a speech where he outlined the principles and the reasons for Brexit. I thought that was such a clear and courageous exposition as to how we can tell them we have left." Ms. Stewart added, "You know, for someone who spent his entire political career as being in the background, I thought that showed great courage. It wasn't just what he said, but the fact he said it. You can tell from just looking at him